Alright, I got my battery box made up here for doing the holding my battery in here. So the brackets here I got made, I'm coming off the 2 motor mount bolts down here. So I made some nice heavy duty ones. So this thing's really stable. We got to hold a lot of weight on here. These batteries are 20 something pounds each, so before you put anything else with it. So this I just made a quick simple bracket, nothing too fancy under here. Get these bolts out of here. Get the brackets fitting real close so I can actually pull the hardware out. Very important that you do that so things don't bind up and break with vibration. This is a rigid frame, it's got struts on it, so it's going to definitely vibrate a lot. Show you what this looks like here. So it just lifts up out of here, no biggie. So to make up the brackets, you got to make sure you make them so they won't break. So you don't just weld them to the box here. I actually have a piece of angle iron welded in here, and then I got my bracket welded to the piece of angle iron, so it spreads the load out all over the whole thing. Doesn't give you one place just to break from. You can see the other bracket there, it's just attached on the side here. And purposely it's not welded under here to allow you some flex. You want to be able to have a little bit of flex in it with the vibration going. And this bracket, same thing, you weld it on here all the way in the back and side, but you leave this side here open so that it can flex. So the whole battery box can vibrate a little bit and not just break. Plus I made out of 3/16 by 1 inch steel too, so it's good and stout. So anyway, that's just how they are. And it just lays up in there like this. Let me get back so you can see it. Clears all my oil lines over there and everything. So now I gotta get the battery up in here, and I gotta make some kind of a metal hold down strap to hold it in. For racing, you can't use hose clamps and baling wire and zip ties and all that stuff they do on the street. So I'll work on that next, and then I'll show you what I got done when I get that done. Okay, I forgot to tell you here. Put this back in here. I designed this so that you can tighten it up easily and work on the bike. Use a ratchet there. We have a ratchet on this one. And then get to the inner one in there. We come in here with a double box wrench. And just come right in here like this. You go and tighten this thing down this way. So this allows you to get access to your hardware without having a bunch of goofy looking wrenches that you never have. So this just allows me to tighten it up this way here. So, it's a lot easier with 2 hands than 1 hand, but tight. Getting solid. So when you design this stuff, you make it so you can work on it. And I still got access to get to my cylinder bolts up under here in the back and under here. I might even be able to pull my top end off without having to pull my battery, but I probably will because it's so much easier to work on it without this in here. But I can go in here at least tighten them down if there's a leak or something, so I can still work on my bike. I still got access to all my fittings over here for my oil lines. So when you design all this stuff up, you got to design it so you can actually work on the bike also. So I just want to mention that before we moved on.